I am deeply embarrassed as the SG of ODM, that our own members can be the ones frustrating the dream of Raila in trying to make sure that resources are devolved to counties. I was following the mediation process, Honorable Speaker, and it is Samuel Atandi who is repeatedly telling us that there is no money to give senators, or not senators, to give counties. It is extremely embarrassing. Madam Speaker, yesterday we had a debate here on another bill, the Feeds and Food Safety Bill, and we were lamenting here that the National Assembly always trashes the reasoning of the Senate on every single matter. So, Madam Speaker, I look at this report of the Mediation Committee, look at the reasoning of the National Assembly as to why we cannot be given 450 billion as a family of devolution. They have given two reasons there. At paragraph 7 of that report, Honorable Speaker, you will see that they are saying revenue shortfalls. They have given revenue shortfalls as one of the excuses. And then they have said that the House observed that the allocation of 420 billion as the equitable share to county governments was informed by prioritizing of expenditures of national interest, including public debt obligations and other national commitments. When the National Assembly defines national interest, the counties don't feature anywhere as an ingredient of national interest. Then you go to page 3 of that report, Honorable Speaker, and you see the reasoning of the Senate. From paragraph 11, we have taken time to explain to the National Assembly why counties need these resources. These guys just do voodoo math. They just pull numbers from the air. Whereas the Senate sits down and tells them point by point why we need this extra allocation. Number one, there are mandatory obligations that have been put on the Senate, including, Honorable Speaker, annual salary adjustments of county government workers. They are always here at our gate, protesting because counties are unable to honor their obligations under CBS. Additionally, county governments are in arrears in implementing the third and fourth remuneration and benefits review cycle as recommended by the Salaries and Remuneration Commission, amounting to 10 billion Kenya shillings. We gave another reason. We thought that it would find favor with Atandi and his friends. Joint funding of national government programs that counties are expected to finance mandatory obligations, including KIPES, CHPs, FLOCA, and food systems resilience projects. Speaker, I heard the senator from Narok during his submissions saying, oh, counties have to find a way to accommodate national government when it comes to some of these projects, the counties that need these KIPES. Mr. Speaker, Madam Speaker, sorry, we have members of the County Public Accounts Committee in this House. We have had governors, such as the good governor from Makueni, the Honorable Mutula Kilonzo, appearing before us and telling us that in Makueni they specifically told the national government that they did not need that county aggregation and industrial parks. But because the national government has said they have to be built, in fact, if you look at the design of those KIPES, it is the same throughout all the counties. So for them, really, the interest is in the building, not whether they are a necessity in these counties. So it was forced down his throat, and he has to accept and to co-finance it, even though it is not in the interest of the people. And Speaker, I will reiterate that in fact the full unbundling of functions was one of the conditions in the expired MOU. These are the things that bring me problems, because I remind the party, I remind members of ODM that that is what Baba signed up for. We have had fights here with members of the National Assembly, again, Honorable Speaker, over the road maintenance levy fund, because the Constitution only recognizes 2 levels of roads. It's national roads and county roads. We are supposed to only have 2 levels of funding. They are supposed to take care of the national highways and the trunk roads, and counties are supposed to do the roads in the counties. Can you imagine, Madam Speaker, that in Nairobi, we have KERA doing roads, Kenya Rural Roads Authority, doing roads in Nairobi. Under what definition does a road in Nairobi fall under rural road? Yeah? And the Honorable Raila was very clear, because he's the one who brought these road agencies. He said they became obsolete after the promulgation of the new constitution. They need to be wound up. We will continue to defend that legacy, Honorable Speaker, even if it costs us our lives. We want people to know that we will defend the things that Mzee used to believe in, including this. With those main remarks, I refuse to support this report. The Senate committee should have done more to get us the money that was promised by the head of state.